Live from the Texas Cheer Liquors Studios, it's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Oh.
What up?
Hello. Mike, we lost. We can't hear you. Mike, we can't hear you.
We're all good.
Hello.
Oh, there
That
it
was
is.
my fault. That was my fault. God almighty. I'm on an island, so right off the top, that was actually my fault, but I am on an island. And you know how Mr. Singh likes to save the good Wi-Fi for himself and the employees get the bad Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
I think, Rudy, that's how they operate here on the entire island of Hawaii. The rich people get the good Wi-Fi, and those of us that are tourists or stuck in a cheap motel because we can't afford the $800 a night rooms, we get the shitty Wi-Fi. So I guarantee
That makes sense.
Good afternoon, everybody.
That makes sense.
It's 9 a.m. here in the hellscape, and it is in the building. I have connected, thank God. We're good for now, and I have no guarantees and no expectations for the remaining hour of this program or however long it lasts. But here we are in the flesh. It is in the building. What's show 459 from the Texas Cheer Liquor Studios, which today emanates from all over the place. As Rudy is at his house, it looks like.
Yes.
Bouquet is probably at his apartment, it looks like. And I am emanating from the Pagoda Hotel.
What the hell's the Pagoda?
Hawaii. Pagoda. It's been here since the 40s, I think. And it's got the cool part about this place, it's really close to where my kids live, and it's right in the heart of Honolulu downtown. It's one of these old school grandfathered motels that got built God knows how long ago. And because it's so old, it's got like a state marker protection, which means they can build all these multi-million-dollar high-rises.
But they can't touch that.
This is like the old man that refuses to be gentrified.
There's a couple of those places downtown San Antonio that you're not allowed to touch for whatever reason. So that's one of those. Got you. Right.
So when I look to my right, I'm looking out a window and there's a giant high rise, and these are condos for sale. The cheapest one, I looked this up, it's a 1-bedroom. It's about 800 square feet, and it's $888,000.
Stupid.
The suites up on top, because they just opened this thing, and it's now they're having an open house today. I might go to the open house just for
funsies.
Well, hello, my name is Stockton Barrington. I'm here to look at one of your condos, because a lot of times they give wine and snacks. I may go up there. So the ones at the top are all $5 million and above for like 3-bedroom condos that overlook this island. So they got the good Wi-Fi. So,
yeah, they save it for them and the employees. You know, so
thank y'all for agreeing to start later in your day. I hope I'm not screwing up y'all's afternoon too much.
It's all good, man. Teamwork make the dream work, baby. Teamwork make the dream work.
We made it work. I'm here. I had to turn the AC off in this hotel because they don't have central heat and air. It's one of those old school window units, you know.
I love window units. They use more power, but they blow. Pause.
And they get cold. Yeah. Well, it's so loud, I had to turn it off. And so that's why I'm kind of shiny right now, because I'm hot. But
it's a little shiny.
So we're dealing with a lot of stuff, mostly because I'm not rich. And dude, even if I were rich, I ain't paying $800 a night to stay in one of the resorts on the beach.
Dude, if it's $800 a night, I gotta be. I don't know. I got to be somewhere. I better be in Santorini, Greece or some shit. I don't know.
For real. Yeah. And this was an impromptu trip. I didn't expect to come here today. So I apologize to those that are watching. I made the decision to come here on Thursday. Flew in yesterday, and my kid went head over handlebars a couple of weeks ago on a bicycle and has been in a cast. The the big knuckle right here, in the wrist, that is connected to one of your long arm bones. There's another smaller arm bone that also runs down your arm, and they meet right here to form your wrist. So I haven't seen the pictures. Apparently, they're amazing. They're cool. This bone right here, this knuckle, it went over here on MJ's hand. and the other bone, the skin was looking like that. Like it was almost punctured the skin. And they're like, Dad, you should check out the picture. I can't.
No, I ain't watching. I don't want to. Don't send it to me either.
I'm not. I don't want to see it myself.
I hate they were showing the Paul George and Dak Prescott injury on like a loop, and I was like, I just turned off the TV. Remember Dak and Paul George?
Yeah.
I was like, I turned it off. Like, why does Sports Center feel the need to show this? So same with MJ.
They quit doing that. So I think it was Dak. It was either Dak or Paul's injury where Mickey decided we have to stop showing these replays 15 times. It's awful. People don't really need to see this. It makes us look like we're exploiting the dude's destroyed part. And so, like, I'm watching the Chiefs game last night against the Texans, and one of the Chiefs' offensive linemen got rolled up on real bad. They have only one starting offensive lineman left in Kansas City. Anyway, so this kid, they're laying, and I heard was Tirico said last night on NBC, we've decided not to play. We're not going to show you the play because it looked awful. So they
props to them.
The years. And it's not like not like society's soft. I know what destroyed wrist, bones hanging off to the wrong side. I get it. I don't need to see it 17
I'm good.
Yeah, because it does kind of get exploitative. So that's what happened to my kid. And so they put a cast on it from the elbow all the way up. All he's got is the thumb and the finger sticking out. So it's been 2 weeks. They set the bones back where they're supposed to go, but they're hoping that the bones like stayed. And so when I get off the air today, I'm going to run to the hospital. They got an appointment, and I'm going to meet his mother and him, and they're going to take a look at it. And it's highly probable that he's going to need some sort of surgery now. It depends on what surgery that MJ is going to need. Either he's going to have a minor procedure where you've got two little rods that literally are going to be sticking out of the wrist for a couple of weeks, which seems weird, but they say that's the minor one. But he may need major surgery where they have to open him up and go in there and put pins in a little rod that'll stay there for to be there. So,
damn.
This is not a vacation trip here to Hawaii, sir. This is a stressed out dad. It's been 2.5 weeks since it happened, but actually seeing my kid and staying the night with him last night here in my room, actually watching him hobble around with a wrist, it's just your heart just sinks. And I had to take a shower, so I had to go downstairs to the lobby and get 2 trash bags, finagle trash bags on this kid's arm, so a shower can be had. So that's why I'm in Hawaii. How are y'all? How's things back home? God,
you ain't missing nothing. It's San Antonio, baby. It is what it is. My
TCU Horned Frogs are coming to town. There's a purple storm brewing. Gonna take on that overrated ass Lincoln Riley. You think
I saw that.
The do-over on that? His ass can't get past the Alamo Bowl. No offense to the Alamo Bowl people.
Well, the way it looks, I'm just happy that they're coming. People are bowing out of these bowls. Like Lord knows what. So I'm hey, our economy thanks you. TCU and USC, we thank you, because there's no guarantee that any of these teams want to play in these bowls. We could end up with Incarnate Word and Texas State, and no, there'll be no disrespect to those two teams, but you know what I'm saying. So thank you, TCU and USC, my economy and our workers. We thank y'all.
Yeah, I'm worried about the crowd because USC does not travel unless it's unless they're playing for a natty.
The natty,
those people.
Yeah. And TCU will be here.
TCU is a 7,500 student small private school. They'll rep, so I think you'll see a lot of purple. And because most TCU fans are realistic, we know that 8-4 and Alamo Bowl is a good season. We're cool with that. We are. I don't love the coach. I'd love to see a certain other guy take that job, but it is what it is. So it's so Sonny Dykes and the Frogs will take on Lincoln Riley and USC. 10 schools, I think, last time I checked. Now have decided, we're good. We don't need your stinking bowl.
No.
Out. So that's where things are. Which we'll get into.
Yeah, we'll get into that. This is strange. I mean, but first, remember, it was just the players. It started, I think, Christian McCaffrey was one of the first guys back in Stanford days. He was like, bro, I'm going to the league. I ain't playing in no stupid bowl. Well, really started with the guy that Jerry Jones overpaid, Jalen Smith. He gets hurt in the bowl. Yeah. And that's when guys started saying, I ain't in the BCS. I'm out. But now we have entire schools. So I'm interested to talk about that.
Let's get into it. All right, but we're burying the lead here. I wanted to make sure that my Wi-Fi worked. I think we're good.
It works.
So we're gonna start a show.
Hey, don't jinx it. Don't even bring it up.
No, okay. All right, we got to celebrate a couple of D-bags here today. It is round 1 of the 2025 in the building Bagtasitc Voyage Challenge as the people, not me and Rudy, but the people, the viewers, the live viewers will crown this year's douchebag of the year. And we start the second half of the first round bracket this week. Today, it is the 3 seed versus the 14 seed. It is Elon Musk, the world's richest man who lives in multiple states, including our fair Texas. He is up against the 14 seed. Yeah, he's got like 13
he has more kids than our whole bracket.
7 different women, I think now, and I think like 4 of them live all together in the same compound. Isn't that right? He's got them all like in different sections of his property up in Bastrop, I want to say, or in Westlake, wherever he lives. And they're cool with it. They're cool with it.
Yeah. Anyway,
well, they got a baby with Elon Musk. I mean,
I know.
But you're right. There's a little bit of a respect issue. His opponent today is a guy that I did not think would be in this year's tournament when the year began, but you never know who's going to have a hard year. It's been a tough year for the former Cowboy, Mark Sanchez. It is Sanchez versus Elon.
Woo! Marky Mark!
Ah, yes. So
it's disrespectful that you called him a cowboy. That's disrespectful.
He was a cowboy.
He went to 2 FC championships as a Jet. Come on.
Best quarterback I've ever seen in my lifetime wear that uniform.
Yeah, Tony Romo's back up for a hot minute.
You're right.
He posted on Instagram, I think, this weekend for the first time since all that went down up in Indiana, where he attacked the truck driver for no good reason. And all he said was basically this wonderful thing about being grateful for family and shout out to his kids and all this kind of thing, and hope everybody has a happy, great Christmas.
Allegedly attacked that truck driver. Allegedly.
Okay. Did you see the pictures of the truck driver? He didn't do that.
He might have fallen. He might have fallen. Who knows?
That was such a crazy thing. Mark's got a good defense. Hey, man, I'm crazy. That's what he needs to say. And why would he possibly? Just because you attack a truck driver does not necessarily make you a D-bag. But here he is nominated. So who would you vote for, Rudy, if you had a vote?
Oh, Elon. Okay. Elon might be the biggest douche on the planet. He's a brilliant douche. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. Now, I can't tell you, and he's a hardworking son of a gun. Now, you don't get to where you are just sitting around twiddling your thumbs being a douchebag. No. He's a mother father, but he's a douchebag. So I'd vote for Elon.
Yeah, I think I would too. Mark Sanchez is.
Mark may just be struggling with some type of substance abuse.
Yeah, he's got problems, and that'll make you a douche. Although now, of course, a couple of his ex-girlfriends have come out in recent months and said, "Well, this is not surprising. Mark he's got anger issues, and he's got problems that he needs to deal with. He needs therapy." Of course, these witches didn't say shit till Mark had a hard night. I'm not trying to defend what Mark did. But where y'all at when this man ain't having a problem publicly? You just want your little 15 seconds and you want to go viral, you know?
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
See if you can get paid for a few interviews.
Yeah. Didn't Sanchez play at USC?
Very much.
And what's funny story about that, Pete Carroll, when he came out, I remember Pete Carroll saying, Mark ain't ready. I don't know what he's thinking. Their relationship, I don't know if it's patched up since then. But
I remember that. I don't think Mark was never going to be a starter in the NFL long term.
Not long term.
But he could have been Chase Daniel. He could have been Colt McCoy.
And he had Rex Ryan's defense. He wasn't a great starter. He had Rex Ryan's defense.
Right. And he crashed down to earth pretty quick. But yes, Ja, you're right in the chat. Mark does have very nice hair. So vote today. If you're watching live, you can vote your little heart's desire, and we'll tell you who wins here at the end of the program. All right, let's get into it. Last night, I mentioned the NFL. You want to start at NFL? You want to go college? You pick. You produced this show today.
Let's go college.
Let's do it. All right. You mentioned the bowl. You mentioned all the schools that don't want to play in a bowl. Presented in part by Olympus Solar and GC Roofing. Our college football segment here in part is brought to you by Olympus and GC. So we now have 10 schools who have said, nah, I'm good. I'm out on the bowl. I don't want to. We're not going to go to a bowl, so don't invite us. But it's Notre Dame that has been dragged like no other because they're obviously butthurt that they did not make the playoff. And so their immediate response was, one, this is a farce, and two, we're not going to a bowl. Notre Dame is the highest-ranked team left out of the playoffs. And so where are you, Rudy, on this Notre Dame criticism? Oh, what are people calling them pizzas because, okay, you don't get your way, so you're going to pick up your ball and go home. Where do you stand on the Notre Dame decision to skip a bowl?
There was a time when Notre Dame doing what they do made sense. Michigan, they were playing Michigan every year. Stanford was good. USC was good. There was a time where this worked. Times have changed, and they have to change with the times or get left out of the playoff. I mean, I'm glad the committee finally sent Notre Dame a clear, distinctive message. Like, look, we don't like your schedule anymore. Your schedule stinks. And when the two teams that you played that we have respect for beat you, they beat you. So until y'all join a conference, if y'all don't run the table, as you have the past couple of years, you were in the Natty last year. Until y'all run the table on that bullcrap schedule you run, we may put James Madison and Tulane in your spot. We may put Miami University in your spot. Those are the three teams I guess they have a beef with. If you're Notre Dame, those are the only three teams I could think of, especially Miami, considering they weren't even in the ACC championship game. So Notre Dame has a beef there, but Miami's in the conference. James Madison's in the conference. Tulane's in the conference, no matter what we think about them. So everybody's out on Notre Dame unless you went there.
Please get the fuck out of here.
If you went, so I don't feel bad for Notre Dame. Now, as far as the bowls go, college football as a whole, y'all didn't see this coming. The bowls don't matter. Hell, when we just had the regular BCS, the bowls didn't matter. The other ones outside of those four teams, you know what I mean? So this is bound to happen. If it was 10 this year, next year may be 20. Do you really want to spend all that money it takes and ask your fans to spend money to come see you play what most deem a meaningless game? No, you don't. So this is just the beginning, Mike. If it's 10 this year, I'm expecting 15 to 20 next year.
In defense of the Irish, and by the way, I'm not sad for Notre Dame. God knows they've gotten their way a lot over the years. They were in the top 10. When did the first committee poll come out? Like a little over a month ago.
Yeah, let's say.
They wait till later in the year, which is good. But ever since the committee has been posting their updated standings every Tuesday, Notre Dame's been in the top 10.
They've been in it. Yeah.
They weren't holding their schedule against them until Saturday for some reason. And I think that was Notre Dame's biggest problem. If you didn't think we were better than Miami, then why'd you have us ranked ahead of Miami all this time?
That's fair.
Now all of a sudden you've changed your mind, and now all of a sudden the opening week head-to-head matchup matters. You had us ranked ahead of them the last month, and that makes sense to me. Now, again, I'm not crying over Notre Dame, but if Miami goes into Kyle Field and beats the Aggies, Notre Dame's gonna have to just shut up, I guess. But Notre Dame does have a point on that. However, and Romeo couldn't be more correct in the chat. Why don't you quit being pompous assholes and join a conference already? And you probably won't have to worry about this crap.
They're scared. You know? They're scared. And also, again, when I look at, James Madison, Tulane, again, Notre Dame's beef, and I guess needs to be with college football.
Right.
Because the whole Tulane James Madison thing is just stupid. It's flat out stupid to make them like nobody even know how many Tulane. Only reason why I've seen Tulane is because they're in our UTSA's conference. I watched the James Madison highlights from the other night, but I haven't watched them. And now all of a sudden I got to watch Oregon kick their teeth in. I got to watch Ole Miss kick Tulane's teeth in. It's silly.
Right.
And now what those two teams need to do though, one of them teams need to win. I don't think it'll be both, but the stranger things have happened. Ole Miss is going through a coaching change. You never know what Oregon team you're getting. But at some point, these little play-in games, what I consider them. One of these smaller conferences need to win one of these games if the NCAA is going to keep including them.
Yeah. Notre Dame's arrogant, and they need to take all their other sports out of the ACC and just join the freaking Big Ten already.
They ain't doing that.
Stupid.
They ain't doing that. They don't want those problems.
And we're talking two things at once. It's Notre Dame being left out, and it's like Rudy just mentioned. I am way more mad that we have a system that allows Jimmy Madison and Tulane to get into the postseason. It's not so much that Notre Dame got spurned. We're going to have that every year. Someone's going to feel like they got screwed every year. We have got soon. Still, even then, the 17 team's going to get pissed, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
whatever. Sure. We're always good. That's how it goes. But you have a system in which you have all these different conferences. Not all of them play a conference championship. You almost get rewarded for not making your conference championship game, although Bama still made it in the SEC. You have a scenario where you give automatic bids to these spare-ass conferences that shouldn't be in. Texas ought to be in over Tulane. And I don't want to hear, well, Texas ought to go to the AAC conference. That's not, no. We're supposed to be putting in the 12 best effing teams. And that's not what we're doing. Tulane might be the 25th best team. Maybe. James Madison, are they top 40 in the country? I don't think that they are. So we have arguably the 40th ranked team and the 25th best team in a bracket that's supposed to have the 12 best teams.
Right.
That makes no sense. And that's why I'm not losing sleep over the Irish. That's part of their vitriol. We got to change this shit.
And I feel like Bama got rewarded for A&M's shortcomings. Like that was easy. Bama got beat easily. Florida State blew them out as well. Like if Bama's in, how is Texas not in? And Notre Dame, Texas has a better case than you just off of their strength of schedule. And oh, by the way, they manhandled the team that came into South Bend in A&M and beat them. Yeah. So I'm highly upset about Bama getting in. I don't think Bama should be in. Just as much as I don't feel like James Madison Tulane is in. And I love Bama. I love what they've created, and I love the SEC. But Bama didn't earn their way in. I feel like they are like, hey man, we feel bad for them. A&M should have been the SEC title game. They had to go play a Georgia team that's much better. Then they're not a top 12 team with 3 losses. Bama should not be there. You could put Notre Dame in there. Put Notre Dame in there. I would rather. That's crazy because I hate Notre Dame, but I'd rather see Notre Dame in than Alabama.
Yeah, and it's like they pick and choose. They pick and choose their excuses. Because Texas, I was told, oh, you got 3 losses. That's just too many. Okay, but we lost to Georgia and Ohio State. Yeah, but that Florida loss is really bad. Oh shit, Bama lost 3 times too. And they didn't play Ohio State. Texas did.
No, they played for Florida State, trounced them.
Right, and beat the shit out of them. They don't get punished for the same reasons why Texas did. That's outrageous. So none of this makes sense. There's no math that makes sense in all this.
Where's Georgia ranked, Buki? Put that bracket back up. What number are they?
They're 3, aren't they? Or they're 2. Yeah, they're
Georgia's,
3. Yeah, Georgia's 3. Yeah, Indiana's 1. Ohio
Texas
State's 2.
Lost to number 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to number 2 and 3.
Yep.
That alone, both of those are on the road, and they beat 2 teams in the top 12.
Mm-hmm.
They manhandled both of those teams. Your number 8 team and your number 7 team. Texas did them dirty.
Texas would beat James Madison 51-0.
And and Mike, I'm not even crazy high on Texas. It's just when I do the math, the math ain't mathing.
Right, because what they're telling us, the math don't math. And then you have the ridiculous system that allows a Tulane to get in and a James Madison. That's bullshit. And it's got to go away right now, like after this season. I hope Oregon beats James Madison like 77-0 because it'll just make the committee look stupid. More dumb.
Yes.
And it's not even just this particular committee. They set this up when they instituted this new system 3 years ago. Whoever they are. I'm not even sure who the hell they are. The NCAA, school presidents, I don't know. But how do a bunch of highly educated, highly paid people get into a room and come up with a system that's so much better than the BCS, where we're going to have James Madison make a playoff for us. Hell, SMU was pretty. SMU, I didn't like them being in last year. I didn't like Boise being in last year. Last year's Boise would beat the shit out of James Madison. Oregon may win the national championship because they have a layup in the first round. They may have all this momentum going into Lubbock when they go to play Tech on week 2 of the playoffs. It's outrageous. James Madison ought to forfeit the game. That's a long. They probably ain't got the money. Did they even have the money to travel across the country to go to Oregon? That's a far trip for them.
Yeah,
it's outrageous.
Jimmy Madison has entered the chat. Jennifer Grulich, my husband's JMU alumni. We're so excited. Jennifer, you and your husband, congrats to y'all. But
Jennifer, tell your husband that's full of shit that y'all are in this tournament. You have no business being in this tournament.
Sorry, Jennifer, to you and your husband. So, hey, thank y'all for subscribing and listening, but y'all shouldn't be there.
Yeah, you're like that kid. You're like the team trainer, and he's not any good. But at the end of the season, they decide, you know what? Let's let him come take a free throw because he's worked his ass off washing our jocks all year. James Madison's a jock washer. They should not be in this tournament. It's crap. Just is.
Tulane, you either. And it would hurt us. It would pain us. But we'd be saying the same if UTSA was playing Ole Miss and not Tulane.
Rudy, James.
I'll be rooting for UTSA, but I'm just saying.
Tulane was non-competitive against the Roadrunners. Non-competitive. UTSA beat their asses. They didn't look like they belonged on the field together. No. And now this is a playoff team. Oh, and by the way, as soon as they get their hides tanned, their coach is out of there because he took another job.
And again, Miami, Mike, the ACC thinks so highly of the ACC that they didn't even let their champion in, but you let the team that couldn't get into the championship into the playoff. Like, you don't even respect the ACC champions.
Ridiculous. Stupid.
It doesn't make any. Bro, this is stupid. Up and down. Outside of the first 6 teams, it's all stupid.
All right, now I want to hear who. Okay, that's we got all this bitching out of the way. Talked about the teams that aren't here. Now I want to hear some predictions on how this is going to go. Show brought to you in part by Olympus Solar. If you are in the market for solar or you need a roofer to come look at your roof, there are so many roofing companies in and around Bexar County where we do our show. So it's a big deal when you choose one because you have a lot of choices and they are not all the same. You got to find somebody that does a great job, and then you got to find somebody that you trust. When there's so many like companies that do the same thing, it comes down to intangible things like customer service, being there for people, being sincere. And GC Services Roofing, that's our people. Those are our people. They are members of our show. And they also happen to do great work. And they work in conjunction with Olympus Electric and Solar LLC. So it's roofing and solar. It's GC Roofing and Olympus Solar, serving all the greater Bexar County area. If you need a roof or you're looking at solar, that's our guys. All right. So let's get some predictions in here. Put that bracket back up, Bookie. I think Bookie's got double duty today because
he does because
of my late start.
Yeah, it's all good.
Doing a good job.
I do not.
Right. Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay. Well, then you don't have an excuse for not paying attention. Very good. Okay, good. All right, let's put our balls out here and do some predicting. Predicting. All right, I'm gonna write this down. All right, you got any production value there, Bouquet? Maybe a little bed music might help. I know you're at home today. I'm not sure if you can. All right, Rudy, James Madison, Oregon.
Oregon.
All right, Bama at Oklahoma.
OU.
Tulane at Ole Miss.
Come on, man.
It's the we don't have any coaches matchup here.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, and then the U at A&M.
Aggies.
All right, Oregon at Texas Tech.
It's been a lot of back and forth. I only know really one Tech fan.
Don't let him mess up your head. Go with your head. Don't let AJ screw up your thoughts.
He thinks Georgia can't push him around, and
AJ talks so much shit. As Rudy's like, he wants Tech to lose.
I need Tech. I need Tech to realize. Well, look, my eye test says you can play with anybody in the country, but my eye test also tells me you ain't seen nobody like who's left in this tournament outside of James. Tech played a James Madison and Tulane's of the Big 12 all year.
All right, so you can pick.
So I'll take. No, I'm gonna take Texas Tech.
Okay, after all that, all right. Oklahoma at Indiana. Actually, it's not at Indiana. That would be the neutral sites at that point. Oklahoma, Indiana.
Indiana.
All right. Ole Miss, Georgia.
Georgia.
All right. Did you take the U or A&M?
I took A&M.
Okay, A&M,
I'll take Ohio State. It don't matter who they play. I'll take Ohio State.
All right. So who's your national championship matchup and who wins it? I'm gonna write down.
I'm gonna take Georgia.
Oh.
Georgia versus Indiana.
Okay, winner?
Georgia.
Okay. All right. Bouquet, what's your championship pick?
I have, by the way, I have Tulane beating Ole Miss in the first round, just to make you guys just furious.
It doesn't infuriate me. It makes
furious.
me think you're dumb.
Tulane gets in, but I have I have Ohio State versus Texas Tech, and I have Ohio State beating the shit out of them.
Ohio, Texas Tech. You have Ohio State, Texas Tech?
Yeah, and Fernando gets drafted by my Jets, goes out as a hero, but Ohio State beats the ever-living piss out of Texas Tech.
Hey, the Jets do not have good history with Mexicano quarterbacks.
I disagree. Now that's where you're wrong. We have great history. Two AFC championships? Are you kidding me?
All right.
You kidding me?
All right, my picks. Give me Oregon over James Madison. Give me Oklahoma over Bama. Ole Miss, give me the Aggies. So I picked chalk in the first round. And then I've got Tech over Oregon.
Me too.
I've got Indiana over Oklahoma. Georgia over Ole Miss. And Ohio State over A&M. My national championship matchup, I actually agree with Buki. I think it's Texas Tech versus Ohio State. All right, at some point, I think Tech has no weaknesses except they have one question mark for me, and that is quarterback. He's good, but Baron Morton has gotten by this season being pretty good. He's an excellent driver of that Tech bus. They're not asking him to win games. He's got an excellent
defense
running
is that
game.
good, though.
Awesome offensive line. Their defense, it's probably the second best in the country after Ohio State's. Although Indiana looked pretty good on defense the other day, too. Tech has no weaknesses. They got 20 freaking kids that'll go to the NFL. At some point, though, Baron Morton is going to be asked to win a game for Texas Tech. They're going to have to get, maybe it's a shootout, or we only got a minute and a half, and we need you to make all the throws to get us in field goal range. And as good as Tech is, I agree with Rudy. I agree with Jose. Ohio State will be too much for Texas Tech. So give me Julian Sayin. You know, it was Arch Manning that all this hype all summer long for good reason. And Julian Sayin almost flew under the radar, certainly in the southern part of the country. Julian Sayin is also the next really good quarterback in the NFL. That kid is awesome. And he's been terrific for them. Mendoza will win the Heisman. But give me Ohio State. And now they come off a loss. And I almost wonder if that was a good thing for the Buckeyes, losing to Indiana the other day.
This is what I'll say. You got some IU fans in the chat. This is what I'll say about that game. Ohio State was trying to win the game. But if you watched Ohio State all year like I have, that was very, very, very vanilla. It reminded me of the Cowboys-Commanders game last season of the year, a couple years ago, where the Commanders beat them and I was like, man, I'm not saying they weren't trying to win. I mean, look at the numbers. Jeremiah Smith, he got his targets, got his numbers, saying through the ball, but it was a very, very vanilla game plan. Ohio State wasn't giving anybody any extra tape. Some of the plays that they ran are the plays that people have seen them run all year versus the plays that they'll run in the playoff game. Ryan Day's been around the world in III. They were trying to win, but they weren't giving away too much. They're much better than – don't get me wrong. Indiana's a really good football team. They got a solid defense. But if they're really playing their game and Ryan Day and his offensive coordinator really in their bag, they score way more than 10 points. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
The one thing I don't agree with Bouquet on, Ohio State's not going to trash Tech. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. Comes down to the last couple of minutes, and Ohio State wins, and Tech's heartbroken. That's my pick.
Tech got to worry about Oregon first.
You're right. I can't wait. I want to see Tech's secondary matchup against those wide receivers at Ohio State. That's going to be an awesome game. If I'm right on this matchup, we'll see. Honest to God, that's my picks, but I really don't have. This is the 1 year I'm not like married to anything. 5 teams in this bracket could win the tournament.
I don't know who's going to win, that's the one good thing about this year. There hasn't been much when you talk about the portal and the coaches changing, and then the mess that is this 12 teams. The one good thing that came out of this is the parity. We really don't know who's going to win this whole thing.
Right. All right, so there's our picks. Rudy's got Georgia. Me and Bouquet have Ohio State. It is in the building, presented in part by Sammy's Embroidery. It is wintertime. I know it was y'all had 80 yesterday? Y'all had Hawaiian weather yesterday.
Yeah, it was crazy. Had some fog, but then we've had some beautiful days. This whole weekend was beautiful, and today's another beautiful day. Nothing like San Antonio around this time of year.
That's what I'm talking about. However, we will have some cold spells for sure in January, February, early parts of March. So if you work outdoors and you need company shirts with the logo on the front and workers' names or whatever, but you need some long sleeve shirts, maybe some nice pullovers or jackets or, flannels, warmer hats even, Sammy's Embroidery. That's where we go to get all of our stuff done. That's where we got our swag, and you should too. Cops, fire, school districts, restaurants, body shops, construction companies, you name it, they've all done business over the years. Sammy is the gold standard for putting signage on clothes, and not just clothes anymore. Sammy, in the last couple of years, has started doing signs. Like we're going to probably get some signage made with Sam. We still need to get a damn tablecloth that has our logo on it. Sammy can do
tablecloth and a backdrop for sure.
That's what we need. 824-3900, 210-824-3900. Sammy ships. So if you don't live in San Antonio, Sammy does ship out. He's a statewide company, but he'll ship to Japan if that's where you are. It is Sam's Embroidery, right there just south of North Star Mall on San Pedro. Sam's Embroidery. All right, I had a long travel day, but cool part about being back in Hawaii is all the games are early. By the way, don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote. We got Mark Sanchez versus Elon Musk in the D-bag matchup of the day. So I got to watch the Chiefs and the Texans. Yes, we watched pretty much the whole game. We went to dinner, but came back and finished the end of the game. I've been, you and I have both said, I guess we're segueing into some NFL talk. You and I have both said we are never going to discount Patrick Mahomes. As long as he's upright and playing, you can't count the Chiefs out. Here's the problem. I'd never bet against the Chiefs in the playoffs. They ain't going to make the playoffs. No. The way they're going at this point. That was bad last night. So the Texans keep it rolling. They go into Arrowhead. What was it, 20-10, the final? Shut down the Chiefs on a night that Andy Reid coached desperately and took a bunch of blame after the game for some fourth down decisions. But he's desperate. His offense is horrible. He's got no offensive linemen left. And Houston's playing really good, Rudy, right now. So the Chiefs are now 6-7. And Houston, by the way, has now moved into a tie with the Colts in their division.
And Daniel Jones is done.
And Daniel Jones is done. And the Colts, look, they were fool's gold. They haven't been awesome the last 4 weeks anyway with Daniel Jones. They're especially not good now with him hurt and out. And now he's probably going to miss half of next year. His career is in jeopardy. Watch out for those Houston Texans. Very silently, they have gotten hot, and they're playing great on D for D'Amico.
They're playing great defense. And it's just come to the point, I know Matt Nagy's the offensive coordinator. He was another – I wouldn't call Matt Nagy failed. He took the Bears. He did some good things with the Bears. But I know he's the offensive coordinator, but Andy Reid's still in charge. And I just feel like the rest of the league is caught up to what they want to do offensively. Now, you factor that in with the fact that every offensive lineman they have is hurt. The Chiefs had a good run. Now, I'm not saying they can't bounce back next year, but they're not making the playoffs. They'd have to win 4 straight to even – they need 4 straight wins and a lot of help to even get in because the Broncos are out of this world and the Chargers are playing decent football. And then you got the rest of the AFC fighting. Joe Burrow's back. He gets another should have got another victory against Buffalo. should have got another victory. But the Chiefs right now, they just look too predictable. And then you couple that with injuries, and you couple that with fatigue. You couple that with Mr. Reliable Travis Kelce. He's a little long in the tooth. Other interest. So I think it's a wrap for the Chiefs until further notice. It just is what it is. It happens to everybody.
Yeah, sure. And it's their time. Although Mahomes is still in his prime, they got to get better weapons around him and upgrade.
I ain't calling Mahomes washed by any means.
No, God, no. And Andy is not a young man anymore. I mean, he's what, mid-60s?
Yep. Shut up and let me answer.
Yeah, he's not a young dude. What is he, 62, 63?
Somewhere in there.
I don't remember. Look that up, Bouquet. How old's Andy Reid?
But the Texans are good.
They are good.
You know, they started off weird, and then we were like, damn, the Texans fall from CJ's rookie year till, the beginning of this season. Now you look up, and they're balling. What's up, Buki?
67.
Andy, 67. Good Lord.
He's fat.
Oh, okay. Did you really just do that, Buki?
What's the Chiefs record again?
6'7".
And how old's Andy Reid?
6'7".
Take that to your kids later today, Mike. Take that to your kids. They'll like that one. They'll like that one.
No, they'll be mad at him. My daughter, my 7-year-old, gets so mad at me when I do that. She's like, "You're old. Don't do that." I'm like, "You're right, baby."
So, Rudy, yesterday I got into town and my kids were at the mall. And so I messaged them and said, "Hey, I'm on my way to get y'all." And they're like, "Okay, cool." And my daughter had the nerve to ask me, "Can we stay till like 6 or 7? We planned on staying all day." I'm like, "Bitch, I just flew my ass." I didn't call her bitch, but I'm like, I just flew my ass halfway across the world. And I land, and the first thing she texted me was, "Is it cool if we stay till like 7 o'clock?" Hell no, because I got here at 1. I'm like, shit, no, I'll be there at 2 o'clock. Meet me at the park.
You know how much money I spent to get here? Y'all bring your asses home.
God. And so Bouquet saying 6'7" triggered this thought. So I get to the mall and I'm like, I tell them, meet me at there's this massive 3-level, think of La Cantera, but 3 levels of mall.
Yeah.
It's outdoor, most of it. There's a giant super Target in the middle of the damn thing. Whole Foods, it's insane. And so I'm like, meet me at the Target by the Starbucks that's inside the Target. Okay. So I'm there, and I get there a little early, and all of a sudden them and all their gaggle of buddies come around the corner, and they don't see me. So I'm just kind of standing off to the side, watching my kids interact with 13-year-olds. And you should. I stood there for a good 5 minutes before they realized, "Oh my God, you're here." They're like, and I'm like, I was laughing at them because I was just kind of spying on them. In 5 minutes, I think I heard the phrase low key about 18 times. These dumbass junior high kids use the word low key.
Out of context. Out of context.
Is that a thing in San Antonio? Low key?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Everything's low key, even if it's high key.
Right. Like they'll say, "Oh, I'm low key tired." So you're not that tired? No, I'm exhausted.
It's
then you're not low key tired.
The Chiefs are low key in trouble. No, they're pretty high
low
key in trouble.
Punch your ass if you don't stop talking like this. But low key and 6'7".
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm not being out of touch, old dad. They use low key completely out of context. It's dumb.
Very
I don't
much
think
so.
we had anything that stupid when we were in junior high. We had some dumbass things. I don't think it was that bad. The first time I ever heard low key was Zeke Elliott, who's now 30 or whatever he is.
Yeah.
On a podcast where he was like nodding off like you do sometimes when you've been drinking too much on a post.
Yeah. No shit.
Y'all remember that? Zeke's like, "I'm low key faded, bro." And I thought he just meant he's low key because he's about to pass out. But actually, he was speaking out of context. He was super faded, not low key faded.
Yeah.
You were high key faded, you bastard.
High key.
These dumb kids. Anyway, so that was a funny story. All right, back to the Texans. Okay, actually, back to the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys have a better chance to make the playoffs than the Chiefs do, and the Cowboys barely do.
Absolutely.
Chiefs are sitting 6-7. So the Cowboys now are 2 games back of the Eagles. And they must get a loss tonight by Philly in LA. That's another thing. It's a 3:15 kickoff here in Hawaii, Monday Night Football.
Oh,
So
gosh.
I'll be watching a bunch of it. So we got Eagles at Chargers tonight. And Cowboy fans, we really need the Chargers to win this game because Philly has a layup next week against the Raiders at home.
Oh, gosh.
Assume Philly's going to beat the Raiders. And so this really, if the Eagles win tonight, the Cowboys are done. Not technically, mathematically, but there's just not going to be any way that they can catch them.
What's going on in the North and what you have going with Seattle, San Fran, and the Rams, they're gonna have to win the division.
Right. I'd like to know. So since we signed off last Friday, did you read CD? Did you read George Pickens' ridiculous post trashing Dick Sherman?
Yes, he talked crazy to Richard Sherman.
He went Pittsburgh George.
He went nuclear, called him all type of names, and you're only good because of Legion of Boom.
Right. I thought about you, Bouquet, when he called George Pickens said that Richard Sherman's dick riding. And I thought about Bouquet. Bouquet's probably like, what's wrong with that?
It's an epidemic.
I don't know if it's an epidemic.
There's two sides to the coin with former athletes going media, because you get all the cool shit and you get the benefit of the doubt from slap dicks, but then you get this side of it. Then you get this side of it where it's like the current players are like, you know how many times the current players have gotten mad at Barkley for giving his honest opinion. This is the other side of it. Like, y'all are supposed to always have our backs. When that's just not the case, man. Like, they're not, we're not, you know what I mean? Like, I have a job to do. And Richard Sherman didn't say anything. Like, what Richard Sherman did on the field has zero to do with how you acted the other night. Like, he's like, oh, I'm getting double team and bracketed coverage. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you get to just quit. Like, and what did Richard Sherman say that was wrong? That's why I'm like, yeah, the former athletes, like, yeah, everybody loves you. Like, he played. I love his opinion because he played. But then the current players are like, F off, dude. You're supposed to be one of us. Like, how dare you? Like, what do you mean? He's an analyst. He saw you quit and he called you on it.
Yep. This is what cost Chuck and Michael Jordan's friendship.
He said he was a horrible GM and Mike never spoke to him again. I'm like, Mike, that's very, very vagina of you.
Very. Chuck has to give his true opinion.
And Mike was a horrible GM.
And he was a terrible GM and not a very good owner either. And I love Shoddy saying, oh, I'm going to talk to George. Are you? I'd like to hear that. Hey, man. I don't see Shoddy busting balls. I like Shoddy. I don't see him being Jimmy or Parcells or even like Sean Payton if he has to be.
Right.
Shoddy's really buddy-buddy. He's very players coach. Now, he did bench George 3 weeks ago when he and CD missed curfew. But, I mean, I'd love to hear the conversation. Hey, dude. Hey, man, I totally understand. Fuck Dick Sherman. He's an asshole. He's wrong. But, dude, don't post that because the media sucks. And, you know, it's not worth it. You know, he half-assed criticized George Pickens. I just see Shoddy. Like, a parent will do that. Like, when you know your kid's effed up and your kid really needs a tongue whipping, not an ass whipping. Depends on who you are. But a lot of parents will soft serve punishments. Hey, I'm gonna have to ground you today. Remember we talked about this. No, hey motherfucker, you're grounded.
Yeah.
I don't see Shoddy being a guy who like Popovich's people when he needs to.
No, hell no. Hell no. But I mean, if I was Pickens' agent, I'd be mad at him. Like, bro, I'm relying on this 3%. You fucking up the bag. Right. Like, you know, we worked our ass off to fix your image. He had a relapse, and that happens in recovery. He had a relapse. Hopefully, he'll be back to normal on Sunday night.
Yeah, he's still a wide. It's like they say, once you're an addict, you're always an addict. Even if you don't fall off the wagon for 20 years,
right.
you're still always an addict. He's always going to be a wide receiver, and so that means that the risk of doing dumbass stuff or half-assing routes. Because wide receivers mostly are kind of nuts.
Yeah.
With a few exceptions. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown in Detroit. That dude is just
a badass.
Just a good dude. Like Larry Fitzgerald.
Great dude.
But most wide receivers, I think it's just that position. You just kind of a diva, and maybe that's kind of required for most to be that elite at that position because you're out there by yourself.
Yeah, receivers act like they're the only ones that care. Like, T.O.'s favorite line was, "I just want to win. I just want to help this team win." The right guard doesn't,
Right.
the outside linebacker doesn't.
Right. Well, clearly, if you don't scream and bitch at the coach and throw shit and kick doors down and act stupid and get mad in half-ass games, that means you just don't want to win. What the hell is that thinking? All right, it's Texas Cheer Liquor presented in part by, it's in the building presented in part by Texas Cheer Liquor, the official liquor store of In the Building, 7 locations. Has Mr. Singh told you that he regrets the bit yet? Have enough people come up to him and ask him how many times he's busted a nut so far?
No, but I want to get. This it won't be my punch, but I'm a punch diehard member, diehard listener. Shows up to everything we do. Been super supportive, but give a little jab to Mr. Bernard Trappin. Is that how he says his last name? He messaged Singh on Facebook like, "Hey, I just want to know the count. I'm trying to get the Buffalo Trace." Like, no, bro, that wasn't part of the deal, Bernard. You're supposed to go into a Texas Cheer Liquor, purchase something, and ask him his count like Jorge did. You got that picture, Buki? You got that picture? I know it was like 3-4 days ago. I sent it to you. But yeah, look at that. Jorge didn't waste no time. Went in there, asked AD what his count was on the 21, and I stayed true to myself. We honor our bets here on In the Building, and I bought him a bottle of Buffalo Trace, and he don't even drink bourbon.
So the Bernard texted him or like reached
Yeah,
out
he
to
messaged him on Facebook like, "Hey, I'm trying to win the bourbon."
How many times? Only this show has men text each other. Hey man, how many times have you busted so far? Only this show gets people to do that.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, that are confused, Rudy read a Harvard study that a man needs to ejaculate, using medical terms, so it's not so in the dirt, in the ditch and immature. A man should ejaculate 21 times a month in order to, I think, prevent prostate cancer.
Right? It brings down significant chances of prostate. I don't know how, I don't know why, but that's what Harvard said, so I'm gonna believe them.
Okay. Well, and also just the mental release and spiritual release. A man is born to screw. That's what you know me. I'm oxygen, water, food, fucking in that order. Yeah. They're that important. They really are. Yeah.
I'm at 4, so I'm a little behind. I'm at 4.
All right, I'm traveling and I'm staying in a hotel.
Oh, you're behind. You're gonna be behind. You got to get home and get to work.
Well, we made up. We prepared over the weekend before I left town. I think I'm up to 3.
Okay.
And 2 of them I had help. One of them I was on my own.
Just to try to keep up. What's Buki at? Yeah. 1 still?
Buki, why are you sloughing off this month? I thought you were like a 2-a-day guy. Oh God, I don't hear you. I can't hear you.
I'm at 3.
Okay.
See, I'm at 3 too.
Dude, it's
unassisted
December 8th.
For 1.
It's December 8th. Don't ever breathe like that on this show again. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again.
He'll do 8 in a day here late in the month to make up for it.
I've been home all day today, so you know.
Buket will cram like he crammed when he was in college to get that degree.
I was good at that. I was awesome at that.
Can
I tell you guys a story?
Yes, go ahead. Hang on, but we have grown ass men now in the chat letting us all know how many times they've busted.
Hey, this is a healthy show. We promote health. This isn't us being. This isn't frat house shit. You know what I mean? This is our target audience. Well, our most popular audience is 35 to 55.
Yeah, grown men who should know better than to talk how
we're trying. Yeah, we're trying to make sure they're healthy. This is a health segment. This isn't a frat house segment. Who gets to 10 first? Who gets to 10 first?
Oh, by the way, so go to Texas Cheer Liquor. Other than ask the Mr. Singh how many times he's nutted, Why don't you mention in the building and get it 5% off at all 7 locations all over town, where you get 5% off when you mention in the building. You can't say Rudy, you can't say Taylor, you can't say Masturbation Month. It is in the building. You say the name of our show, and you will get a 5% discount on any and all things at Texas Cheer Liquor. Yes, young Jose.
Go ahead, Jose.
Well, Rudy, you said this weekend it was a beautiful time. Played golf this weekend. It was a great time. Lackland, cheap. Shout out to the military people.
What'd
I
you
always
shoot?
we played it as a 2-man best ball, so I don't know. Good enough.
You suck. Go ahead.
But I faced an issue leaving the Air Force Base. My phone died. My phone died like halfway through the round, so I was phoneless for a long time. And as you guys know, I don't know how to get around this city without my phone. I have a car charger, obviously, but it's not the best. So I drove for about 20 to 30 minutes just around like missing exits. Like I didn't know where the fuck I was going until finally my phone got back. And then I navigated the rest of the 20 minutes home. But I just want to let you guys know that I spent a solid 20 to 30 minutes.
You're going to get arrested. You look like you want to bomb the base, dude. What are you doing?
Where were you around Lackland?
Yeah.
What were you doing over there?
Golf.
Oh, were you coming home or trying to find the course?
Trying to come home after.
So you didn't pay attention to how you got to the golf club to get out?
No.
What is it? It's not like he went to Pleasanton. Okay, fine. Went to Floresville. Kind of got a little confused. He goes to places in the city.
Yeah, I couldn't find my way. It was a solid 20 minutes of me just like driving on the highway, just looking for an exit I know, and I didn't get there.
2 things, sir. 2 things. 1, you need to pay attention to what you're doing, and 2, buy a better charger, bro. Like, I know we're all struggling. Buy a better charger. Your charger shouldn't take 20 minutes for your phone to come back to life.
Disgusto.
It was not fun. But I thought you guys would be tickled by the thought of me driving around San Antonio just lost.
Before we move on, so I got the 4, but the third one. So Saturday, my wife was like, I feel like getting out. I had an early tea time yesterday. I didn't feel like drinking. So I didn't drink Saturday night. I let her get drunk, and she got pretty drunk. And I stole one from her. I stole one. She just told you go ahead. It was pretty much if we weren't married, it's date rape.
Do you not feel guilt at all?
I do. Because I felt so bad, Mike. She texted me when I was at the golf course.
Not when you busted.
She texted me so that was Saturday night. So Sunday morning, I'm at the golf course. She texted me. And this is how I know how guys, I felt like a college kid. You know what I mean? And she was like, did we have sex last night? And I was like, God damn. I was like, yeah.
I feel like I had sex.
Yeah.
God. She's all inside out. She's like, almighty, Rudy. I guess that's a good sign of a healthy marriage, I guess.
It was consensual. It was consensual.
I know, but barely. So the other night we went to dinner with Bouquet and lovely Helga and another couple friend of ours, and Nina drank, which she almost never does.
Right.
And I knew what that meant, because she doesn't drink much, but I know when she does, I know that, that old George Strait song about tequila making her clothes fall off. She was half lit, not in right frame of mind. She wasn't passed out. I didn't feel like a.
You didn't feel like Bill Cosby. You didn't feel like Bill Cosby.
Her, but I can tell. Like, she didn't even move. Like, when I was done, she
just passed out.
She just rolled over. Yeah,
same.
Probably forgot about it till the next day when she got up to pee. Like, oh God.
Yeah, so I stole one.
You did this. You brought this topic to this podcast.
I've never seen so many dudes tell us how many times they've done things ever in my life. Now, and I've been in locker rooms. I've been on military bases. I've never seen guys talk this way.
Of all the contributions you make to our show, and there are many, this is like, we had like a hot, like Rudy contributions to the show here, like a wraparound, like on Spotify. Number one, this. All right, if you'd like to donate to this show and keep us going, we would love to hear from the people via the super chat, where you can jump in there and shoot us a tip. Feel free to jump in there. You can give us $1. You can give us $1 million. We'll take them all. It is Greg in the building with a 99-cent little tip. He loves his little 99 cents. We'll take it.
Thank you, Greg.
Shout out Dustin Aguirre, a.k.a. Dustin Aguirre, is in the building. I told you IU is the real deal.
Their coach is a shit talker too.
Good.
He's a shit talker. He's a shit talker. He understands that we don't really none of us really, other than David, really all fully believe in IU. And it's unfortunate. And so I get his frustration and why he talks so much shit.
Well, and after what they did to Ohio State the other day, that was pretty believable. Although I have to think that the Buckeyes did not, although it cost them, I mean, Ohio State knew that they were going to get a bye regardless. I don't think we saw the real Ohio State the other night. And of course, that's going to piss off the Indiana people.
Sorry, David.
I really don't feel that. I mean, this is not about Indiana. I don't feel like the Buckeyes played half their best. I don't. Now, Indiana's very, very good, no doubt.
They're a really good football team.
Signetti talks a bunch of shit. They don't have one 5 or 4-star player on that roster. Not one.
Damn.
Not one.
That means he's a coaching son of a bitch.
I don't know what their money is. Like, for years, like I always, Greg Signetti is like in the years past, like what would Gary Patterson be able to do with a lot of money? What could Jeff Traylor do with a bunch of money? Signetti is showing what a guy like him, who's a coaching sumbitch, can do. I'm assuming they have good resources at Indiana. I don't know what their NIL situation is. I don't know how much guys are getting paid. They will now. As long as, and here's the thing, as good as Signetti is, as long as Indiana has money to pay these kids, then he'll stay good. It's unfortunate, but they got to stay. As long as y'all stay rich at Indiana, you'll be okay, because you still got to pay these kids.
Now the season's over, who's y'all's Heisman, and is this the most watered down Heisman that you can remember?
Pretty watered down. Mendoza. He beat
too.
They went undefeated, and he beat.
I'm
Ohio
going
State.
Mendoza. I think Mendoza wins it.
Yeah,
that's my pick. If I had a vote, I would vote for Mendoza.
Same. Mendoza. He's carried them in a lot of ways. I can't.
Although I agree with AJ, the linebacker kid from Texas Tech should at least get invited to New York.
Rodriguez.
He's a stud. He's a stud. He should at least get the invite. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
All the Latino football players, the Latinos are kicking ass in college football.
Hey man, they're like, we ain't gonna be taller than 6 foot, so let's just play football. I'm sorry.
Kick her my ass. I'm playing linebacker.
Exactly.
Who else is in the building today? Oh, look at that. The chat's blowing up. I appreciate y'all letting us start late and everything and still watching. Kenny Powers is in the building with a $2
What's
donation.
up, Kenny?
Good to hear from you. You're fucking out. Thank you, Ken. Look at all that chat. I'm good. I'm just kind of rolling to make sure we don't miss any of the money.
Shout out to our friend Bernard as well for donating to the Buy Me a Coffee link as well.
Oh, okay.
Safe travels, sending good karma to MJ.
Oh, thank you, Bernard. Appreciate
yes, we are all thinking of MJ. I don't want my guy walking around with hands out of it. What is it about?
I'm dealing with now because of Rudy. This is from the Paletta man. I'm to 8 already in the month of December, and all of it solo.
Jesus Christ.
Wife's out of commission until tomorrow, and then it's going to be 12. She's going to have to make up for lost time. On a lighter note, hope MJ gets well soon. Tell him Paletta man loves him. Thank you. Thank you, Paletta man. How's the poll looking, Bouquet? Let's get an update.
It's a great question here. Elon Musk is currently up 54% to 46, 109 votes in, 110 votes in.
Once again, all these have been this is the closest bracket we've ever had. Normally we have blowouts in the first round. Not this year. It's all been in the 50s for the champions. Pretty crazy.
Very much so.
for the update. All right, let's get violent, shall we? Let's do a little punching. We got to get ready to punch. It's time for people I want to punch on the bill. Love You Hard TV. Right, Bouquet.
Now, it's time for people I want to punch on In the Building.
All right, Rudy, who you punching today and why?
The entire Chicago Bears organization.
Okay.
You're having this great season.
God.
And the pack, like Aaron Rodgers, what was that? Aaron Rodgers? No, it was Jordan Love, and it was Josh Jacobs. And it's so fresh. Like, the Bears are still 9-4, but I feel like they're 4-9 after yesterday. And that's why my name today is Packers Own Bears. It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. When you look at overtimes last year, it's punched the entire Bears organization. That's the most important game this year thus far. And you come out the gate slow. Now, it was cold in Green Bay. It felt like 7 yesterday. And, everybody was huffing and puffing. Everybody was freezing their balls off. Mm-hmm. Tom Brady stinking up the booth. And the Bears do what the Bears do against Green Bay, find a way to lose. And Micah played his ass off yesterday, for what that's worth. They're number 1 in the North now. So shout out to the Packers and punch the entire Bears team.
All right. Who am I punching today and why?
Uh-oh. While you think about it, AJ.
I'm going to punch George Pickens for that stupid ass 15-year-old post crushing Richard Sherman. And I don't even think he used Richard Sherman's name while telling Richard Sherman to use his name. Put my name on it. Didn't even say Richard Sherman. But we all knew who he was talking about because he referenced, you got carried by the Legion of Boom. We all saw how bad you were in San Francisco. Dick Ryden. Punch George Pickens for that bullshit.
Stupid.
Well, that was stupid. That was dumb. We need to let the season play out before we go giving George Pickens $150 million.
Again, if it's a Stephen A situation and he's saying, hey, as a father, LeBron, stop this, then let's attack him at the game. But if I'm talking about what I'm seeing on the field, you got to stop. These current players got to stop attacking former players that are in a different field now. It's stupid.
It's stupid. All right, Orlando Kell, he deals with stupid all the time. He's a divorce lawyer, and he also knows that the state of Texas, the system can be stupid. It is a system that is set up to annihilate men in divorce situations. If the ex decides to crucify a guy, the state of Texas is more than willing to let her do so, unless you've got the right representation, and that's where O'Kell comes in. Let Orlando Kell be your representative. Men, dads, 210-775-4995. Email him directly. It is orlandokell.law@gmail.com. Orlando is the man. He needs to be your guy if you are in need of a family lawyer. And that's whatever family lawyer means, but obviously divorce is a big part of that. And Orlando really takes a shine into helping dads in difficult spots. So call Orlando Kell. All right, it is In the Building, presented also in part by Jay Ribaldo, the official real estate man.
What's up, Jay?
Had some stats last week, read where there's going to be just a mega exodus, I think, to San Antonio in the coming 10 to 15 years because the housing is so cheap by comparison to the other major populated counties in Texas. The secret is getting out on San Antonio. And if there were ever a time to take advantage of how great it is to be in the housing market in this town, it is now, because I don't know what it's going to look like in 5 or 6 years when half of Austin decides to move here because it's cheaper. So take advantage of it now. Jay Ribaldo's the guy. We're entering the end of the year, beginning of the year. A lot of people decide this is the time when they jump into the housing market. Jay's our guy. 210-887-1081. You can email him directly at jribaldo@kw.com. jribaldo@kw.com. All right, I'm going to give you a Super Bowl pick right now.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to do it. Because I'm looking at, I was getting ready for the show today, and I'm looking at the standings. There are no great teams in the league. There's not one. The Rams, I don't think that they're great. I don't think the Broncos are great. I don't think the Packers are great. Everybody's got bad losses. Everybody's got holes, and that's usually the NFL. But what am I hearing?
Painted it as an emotional outburst. I don't think it was.
Well, who am I hearing? Bouquet, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Did you hear that, Rudy?
I didn't hear anything.
Yes, that means it was him. He's listening to some Australian dude talk about animals.
No, I think I recognized that voice. That was a guy from Liverpool. What's his name? He's
watching soccer shit while our show is on.
Watching soccer, dude. We're like, let's wait for the draw. Oh, don't you know that the Germans this year, they're going to be an underdog next year when they're in the
What are you doing, bro?
It's ads for my computer. I apologize.
Okay. Watch Bouquet for derailing the show. All right. Do you think there's one great team in the NFL? Like,
no.
Wow, these guys are great.
No, I don't.
You talk about how the college football playoffs are a hard call. The NFL is going to be impossible this year. Right now, if you forced me, like deadlines today, we have to get our Super Bowl pick in. And of course, this may look completely stupid in a month. Right now, I think that I would pick the Packers and the Texans to play in the Super Bowl.
Really?
I think Houston's playing better low key right now than anybody in the AFC. I think the Texans might go to the Super Bowl. CJ Stroud had the blow up season, had the sophomore slump, kind of got forgotten. And he's still very, very talented, very, very good. The Chiefs are a mess, but the Houston Texans whipped their asses last night. And I know the Cowboys beat them too. Yeah. Houston stomped them. That was 20-10, but that was a mismatch.
Yeah, I think my preseason pick was Chiefs Eagles. Obviously, it's not going to be the Chiefs. Eagles still have a chance, but if we just decided to do our picks this week, I would say Buffalo and the Rams.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the Rams are kind of rolling, but the
Rams just lost to the Panthers, so I don't know who they are.
Who the hell knows?
Yeah, I'd probably go Rams and Buffalo right now.
Yeah, I'm not trying to overreact in the moment just because I watched the Texans last night, but you look at the AFC,
nobody impresses you. Again, the Broncos may go on the back of their defense, but who knows?
Yeah, weed is not legal in Hawaii, by the way, Mike. It's not. It should be. I don't know why. It's a very liberal blue state, but it's not legal.
It's weird.
Now, if I get caught with a vape pen or something, they don't care.
Yeah.
But if I get caught. Now, it was legal as shit last week when I was in Hoboken, New Jersey. There's a dispensary on every corner. Some corners, they have two. They're like Valeros.
Yeah.
By the way, they're really nice.
They're what?
They're really nice. If I had this rant or like those free weed CBD dispensaries in San Antonio are all ghetto ass. For whatever reason, they act like weed's only for ghetto people in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Like CBD stores, like they got these hemp stores and stuff. And they're all their marketing is geared toward like hip hop culture, which is fine. Or like super ghetto-y shit. Like, like or we'll have a dude with 2 pit bulls and weed. The dispensaries in New Jersey, they're like going into like spas, clubs.
Yeah. Cali's the same. Colorado too. There's some nice ones in Colorado.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been to ones in Boulder. It's like you're going into a really nice restaurant because they take it serious. Back in Texas, all those free weed places and stuff, they're marketing to, they're stereotyping weed smokers. And I resent that big time because I know weed smokers. I am not one, but I know some.
Me neither.
Me neither.
Dude, look at your hair today. His hair is always interesting.
Why is it to the side like you're
He parted it today. You look like the guy who played Pablo Escobar in Narcos on Netflix.
What did you do?
I saw that.
How have you not been Pablo Escobar for Halloween yet, by the way?
I haven't watched that.
Like the actor.
I haven't
You
watched
never
that.
watched Narcos?
Dude.
No.
It's unfortunate.
No.
Okay.
You would love it.
I didn't watch Breaking Bad either, so.
All right. God almighty. I demand you part your hair tomorrow. And then I want you to go look up Narcos season 1 on Netflix. It was the story of Pablo Escobar. Look up the actor that played him. You need to be him for Halloween. Or not even wait for Halloween, just be him at some point. You look like Pablo Escobar's son right now with your hair part. Looks great. I like
a disgusting mustache as well, apparently.
Love
so
the
is
mustache.
yours. Yeah.
Vinny Chase was the best Pablo Escobar. Was that the guy from Netflix? I don't know what the guy's name was. I think Agapito's talking about somebody else. Look at the guy that played. You don't look as much like Pablo. You look like the actor who played Pablo in season 1 on Narcos. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm. Adrian's in here. Taylor's right. The dispensaries in San Antonio are ghetto as fuck. Yeah, what's the deal? 3/4 of the city smokes pot. You're not going to get me to come in there because you got hoochie mamas and you got pit bulls on your billboard.
Yeah, just
shout out to the little dispensary by Southtown 101. I enjoy that place. This place.
Now I have not. There's the guy. There's him. You look like this dude. Look at Book. Now put a close up of you. Here,
okay.
Arrange the screen where we can see Bookie. All right, look at Bouquet. That's your dad. Is that not Rudy? Look at that. Is that not his dad?
That's him. That is him.
My dad used to have the shitty same mustache as well, so I can see it now.
I love the Hispanics.
Oh my God, y'all look amazing. That's that Venezuelan kink you've got. That's not Mexicano. That's clearly That's South American. They got a little.
Well, let me tell you, Mike. I'm definitely.
They play in the dirt a lot down in Venezuela.
Yeah, especially my family. My family, especially. I'm the black sheep of the family, as you guys all know, but I'm especially the black sheep to my Venezuelan family.
Well, is your real dad? It was your real dad from like Haiti or Jamaica?
My dad's side of the family in France is black.
You've told me that, but I'm gonna need some proof.
Okay, well,
you look You got that Puerto Rican mixed thing. Get that Bad Bunny thing going.
Everyone else in my family has straight hair.
Don't it's weird.
Yeah, everyone else has straight hair. The whole thing, and that's why I'm the black sheep. All the Hispanics in my family, they all have these like white Spanish features, and I come out, got my big lips, my curly hair. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, that's probably because you have a different dad and they resent you.
Your mom's a cheater. Your mom's a cheater. Yeah.
Maybe. My dad was a hustler.
Your dad may need to call Orlando Kell.
I'd like to see all this.
If that time ever comes, we know Orlando's phone number, so you let me know. All right. Are we going to do a members only today?
Yeah, a big one.
A big one.
Yeah,
we got a good one.
A big quick one.
A big quick one. That's normally how I roll.
I'm saying.
Wow.
Go balls out for a short amount of time. All right.
Wow.
All right. Y'all want to take a 15 and come back with a members only? Remember, you need to come with. We're getting ready to talk music in our members only show because it is wraparound season.
Wraparound.
We're gonna. What do you call it? Wrapped.
Wrap up.
Yeah, Spotify Wrapped.
I prefer wraparound.
That's fine.
You prefer reach around.
Correct. I prefer wraparound. All right, we're going to reveal our wraparound tunes in members only coming up, but you have to be a member. So go to the YouTube page, click join to become a member for as low as $4.99. What do y'all want? 10 minutes, 15?
Yeah, we'll do 2:30.
All right. 2:30. All right, Bouquet, you have 9 minutes to go on there and rub one out to get back into contention here in December and then get back to us.
No problem. Done.
All right.
I only need 2.
All right. Love you all heart. Thanks, everybody. Members is coming up shortly.